The human body is composed of many organ systems that work together to keep you alive, stable, and in balance in your everyday life. Two organ systems that portray these essential functions, like these, are the ones that I'm going to present to you today, which are the integumentary and the lymphatic system. The integumentary system is a system that acts as the protective outer covering of the body, and organs and structures found in the system are the first line of defense against environmental hazards. Its primary components include skin, hair, nails, and glands. The main functions of this system is that it acts as a protective barrier against pathogens and environmental damage, regulates body temperature through sweat and blood flow, senses stimuli through touch, heat, and temperature, helps produce vitamin D from sunlight, stores nutrients, and maintains water balance, and eliminates waste products through sweat and oils. The first primary component of this system is the skin, which, as a fun fact, is the largest organ of the body and is composed of three layers. The epidermis, which is the outermost layer, acts as a protective barrier, continually makes new skin cells. Langerhans cells help fight off germs and infections. Contains melanin, which gives skin its color. The dermis, which is the middle layer, is part of most of the skin. Its primary functions are that it has collagen and elastin, which makes the cells strong, resilient, and flexible. Hair grows in this layer. Nerves in this layer sense when things are either hot, cold, itchy, or smooth, and makes oils and produces sweat and supplies blood. The hypodermis, which is the fatty layer, functions, and the fat in this layer cushions muscles and bones, has connective tissues that connect layers of skin to muscles and bones, helps the nerves and blood vessels connect to the rest of the body, and regulates body temperature. The second and tertiary components of the system are the skin and nails, which, as a fun fact, a full head of hair could support the weight of two elephants, and nails enhance your sense of touch. The hair protects your head from UV rays and keeps particles out of your eyes, helps sense even the slightest movement on our skin, helps regulate body temperature, and help us express our personality and culture. The parts are the hair shaft, the hair follicle, and the hair ball. The nails protect the fingertips and toe tips from injury, provide a rigid backing that help us pick up small objects, scratch, grip, or manipulate tools, and help us detect pressure and texture better by pressing against our fingertips and indicate our overall health. Its parts are the nail plate, the nail bed, the cuticle, the matrix, and the lunula. The glands of the integumentary system are the sudoriferous gland, which regulates body temperature through sweat, excretes wastes like urea, salts, and water, and protects against bacteria through sweat. The types are eccrine, which are located all over the body and they cool you down. Apocrine are located in armpits and groin and activate at puberty and produce body odor when bacteria break down the sweat. Sebaceous glands produce an oily substance called sebum, which lubricates and moisturizes skin and hair and acts as a barrier for bacteria and fungi and prevents water loss from the skin. Ceruminous glands produces earwax or cerumen, which traps dust and microbes and protects the ear from infection and dryness. Mammary glands produces milk and secretes it, and this one contains antibodies and immune cells that develop the baby's immune system, nourishes the baby with its contents of water, fats, proteins, and lactose, and promotes emotional bonding between the mother and the child. The tissues found in the integumentary system include connective tissue, which is located in the dermis and hypodermis. Its function is to support and anchor the skin, provide strength and elasticity, and stores fat. The types are areolar, tense irregular, adipose, and blood. The muscle tissue is located in the erector pili muscles. It contracts to cause goosebumps. The type is smooth muscle. Epithelial tissue is located in the outermost layer or in the epidermis. Its function is to protect against pathogens, form a barrier between the body and the environment, and is involved in absorption and secretion. The types are stratified squamous, simple cuboidal, simple columnar, or pseudostratified columnar. The nervous tissue is located throughout the skin, especially in the dermis. Its function is to detect sensations, signal the brain to help the body respond to the environment, and the types are sensory neurons and receptors in the skin. The clinical conditions include skin disorders like acne and eczema, hair disorders like alopecia areata and dandruff and parabaldis, nail disorders like fungal nail infection, ingrown toenail and nail psoriasis, and gland disorders like acne and sebaceous cysts. The lymphatic system is a system that keeps body fluid levels in balance and defends the body against infections. Its primary components are lymphatic vessels, lymph nodes, lymphoid organs, and lymphocytes. The primary functions of this system are collecting excess fluid from your body's tissues and returning it to your bloodstream, helping your body absorb fats, and protecting your body against invaders. The lymph, which is a clear fluid similar to plasma but without red blood cells, carries white blood cells or lymphocytes, nutrients, and waste, and collects excess fluids from tissues and returns it to the bloodstream. The lymphatic vessels are a network of thin tubes that run throughout the body similar to blood vessels, but its functions are to transport the lymph from tissues back into the bloodstream, contain valves to prevent backflow, and include larger ducts called thoracic duct and the right lymphatic duct. The lymph nodes, which are small bean-shaped structures located along the lymphatic vessels. Its functions are to filter lymph to remove pathogens and debris, house immune cells that attack invaders, and swell during infections as immune activity increases. The lymphoid organs include the thymus, located behind the sternum and in front of the heart, is the site where T lymphocytes mature, is vital for building a strong immune system early in life, and is most active during childhood. The spleen is located in the upper left abdomen and is part of both the lymphatic and the circulatory system. Its functions are to filter blood, removes old and damaged red blood cells, stores white blood cells and platelets, detects pathogens and helps mount an immune response, and produces antibodies to fight off infections as it acts as a blood reservoir in emergencies. The tonsils are located at the back of the throat on each side, and it acts as the first line of defense against inhaled or ingested pathogens. It contains lymphocytes that detect and fight bacteria and viruses and can become inflamed or infected, known as tonsillitis. Adenoids located high in the throat behind the nose. Its function is to trap and destroy airborne pathogens from the nasal passages, especially active in young children, and can usually shrink with age and can cause breathing and ear problems if it becomes enlarged or infected. Bayer's patch is located in the walls of the small intestine, mainly in the ileum. It's made up of a cluster of lymphoid tissue that monitors intestinal bacteria, helps detect and respond to harmful microbes and antigens, and play a key role in maintaining gut immunity and the balance of healthy gut bacteria, and work alongside the appendix and lymph nodes to support immune defense. Appendix is a tube-like pouch attached to the beginning of the large intestine in lower right abdomen. Its functions are to contain lymphoid tissue that contributes to the immune response in the digestive system, safe reservoir for beneficial gut bacteria that helps to repopulate the intestine after an illness, and is active during childhood, developing gut immunity, and it can become inflamed, which is called appendicitis, and is often surgically removed. Clinical conditions for this system include infections like lymphangitis and lymphangitis, lymphatic obstructions, and lymphedema, which is the primary lymphedema and the secondary lymphedema, cancers like lymphoma and leukemia, autoimmune and other disorders like Castleman disease and sarcoidosis. Interactions with other systems includes the nervous system, which helps regulate immune responses, the respiratory system, lymph nodes near the lungs filter pathogens from inhaled air, cardiovascular system returns excess fluid from tissues to the blood, immune system houses the lymphocytes and other immune cells, digestive system, lacteals in the small intestine absorb dietary fats and fat-soluble vitamins into the lymph. Skeletal system: bone marrow produces lymphocytes, B and T cells, which are key immune cells. Muscular system: muscles contractions help push the lymph through vessels. Endocrine system: hormones can affect immune and lymphatic responses. The excretory system: the lymph helps remove waste, toxin and dead cells from tissues. Reproductive system, the lymph nodes filter pathogens near the reproductive organs. Interactions with other systems includes the nervous system, which skin contains sensory receptors for touch, pain, and temperature. Respiratory system, nasal hairs and skin mucus trap airborne pathogens. Cardiovascular system, skin, blood vessels help regulate body temperature. An immune system first is the first line of defense against pathogens. Digestive system provides nutrients to maintain skin health. Skeletal system produces vitamin D needed for calcium absorption and bone health. Muscular system muscles help generate heat, which the skin releases to regulate temperature. Endocrine system hormones affect hair growth, skin oil production, etc. Excretory system skin, sweat, glands help remove waste from the body, and reproductive system skin responds to sex hormones. Here are my citations, and that will be all. Thank you.